So it started off looking at this. I was like, what the hell? A Gilera SC125. I was just looking at the engine casing like, that looks very, very familiar. So if we go zoomy, enhance, that literally has a badge over it. See, it looks like it's embossed. Am I going crazy or does that say Yamaha? That definitely says Yamaha. But this piece here, the chain gear cover, the sprocket cover, that doesn't look like a Yamaha. So having a look at one of the standard bikes here. Okay, so yeah, it actually does have a Yamaha logo. So I assume that this engine has been changed at some stage, but they actually changed over the sprocket cover as well. So yeah, let's see, does it say anything about it in the comments? Oh, here we go. So, it uses the Yamaha DT 2-stroke engine. This means you'll have way more power than any newer 4-stroke 125, and it easily speeds up to 160 kilometers. What a beast. But yeah, that was just how like I came across this very, very strange bike. I just thought it was very interesting that I managed to spot the big Yamaha lump sticking out of the side of it. Now that actually led me onto a barrage of weird bikes. I actually came across this. It's the KTM LC2. I think it was from around 2002. Now what's interesting is that doesn't look like a KTM logo, does it? What does that say, guys? What does that actually say? I noticed that he's speaking German, and that could be a hint. Okay, we have one here. Look at that glorious KTM logo. So, as we seen earlier, it was Gilera, and it also says Yamaha on the original engine. This one says KTM. Yes, there you go. You have a Yamaha-powered KTM, which is absolutely bizarre. But that's not the only one. As I was hinting to earlier, there's also a German manufacturer called Sachs, and they created this bike called the ZZ125, also known as the funbike, I believe. But this one also has a very, very interesting engine, as you can see. So this is what we seen earlier. And it's the Sachs 125. This is a German manufacturer, and they created this bike, which looks very similar, like the KTM LC2. The same kind of tank, similar setup. Very, very similar frame to the DT. I assume probably the same hubs and brakes and all that, because they look very, very similar. We have the Sachs logo borrowed from the Yamaha DT. So we've had the Gilera SC125. We'd have the KTM LC2. We had the Sachs ZZ125. And there's also another bike called the Derbi GPR125. So as you see here, Derbi GPR125. And the thumbnail is a lovely Yamaha engine cover. So how mad is that? It looks very similar to the Gilera SC125. If I looked into it, Derbi is probably the same company as the Gilera, because I think they're all owned by Vespa anyway. And there it is, the recognizable Yamaha lump. So we had the Gilera, we had the KTM, we had the Derbi, we had the Sachs ZZ Funbike. And yeah, the DT, the TZR, the TDR, they were used on so many different bikes. It's actually mad.